highly risky. So I think another question comes to mind. Like people are living from different countries over here, and I was looking at the statistics. Indian population is, I guess, number one in terms of all the expats. Then second Pakistan, and then UK, probably other countries. So there is a thing called double taxation.
Yes.
Like if I am coming from India to UAE, I am dealing with something called taxation
Yes.
back at home country. How can an expat Indian resident can deal with that?
See, as of now, using the word double taxation is not right here because you
Okay.
are not getting taxed in UAE. You are getting taxed back in India, but only for your incomes which are being earned in India. This applies for the non resident Indian, the person who has lived in India for less than 182 days. That is a catch. If you are in India for less than 182 days, or so when I am talking about 182 days period or any period with respect to the Indian income taxes, I am talking about the April to March period year financial year. I'm not talking about January to December
Not
financial
the
year,
calendar year.
not the calendar year. I'm talking about the financial year, which in India is from April to March. So for applicable year in your case, whatever, like the currently we are filing the taxes in India for the financial year 24-25, that is 1st April 24 to 31st March 25. So if any person was in India for less than 182 days, then he is an NRI. Or if he is in India for 60 days in 24-25 and less than 365 days in the preceding 4 financial years,
Hmm.
then again he is an NRI. So this is quite technical,
There are
but
so many
and
nuances to it.
then
Like,
again there are nuances to it. Then there is a nuances with respect to Indian income, how much you are earning there. That also sets your
Is there
status.
a
So
threshold for your Indian income?
yes,
yes,
15
Okay.
lakhs.
yes,
So I'll tell you this.
Hmm.
I am not a CA. Okay. In fact, it has been 2 years since I shifted to
Hmm.
Dubai. It took me 6 months to just understand the concept of a non-resident Indian.
Hmm.
There are multiple laws in play. Unfortunately, the overall rule book and laws are not consumer friendly, or let's say idiot friendly, right? So that everyone can understand it, which is why there is a need for chartered accountants
Hmm.
to help us understand the law and make sure we're on the right side of it, right? But even then, what I've realized, and this is real, Kasim, I think there's a big opportunity for you. There are very few chartered accountants, even in India, that understand NRI laws, right?
That's very strange, Rishi.
Very few.
Hmm.
Because you would realize that you're talking about it, and I have received 5 different consultations where someone is telling me I am a resident, where someone is telling me I am a non resident, someone says I have to pay taxes, someone says I don't have to.
Rishi, is this the problem with the complication of the law, or is this a problem with the CAs
I
out
think
there?
it's both.
Okay.
I
the
think it's both.
the law is very complicated, no doubt.
Hmm.
Then there comes the interpretation.
Hmm.
The law is very much based on the interpretation. Then again, it is driven by the case laws. I mean, interestingly, since last year, very interesting case law has come up, which says that if a UAE resident who is an NRI is investing in Indian mutual funds, so any gains he make out of them are not taxable in India. So that
That's
changed the
beneficial to
whole
them. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
So
actually a very big ruling.
it is a very big
But
ruling.
my question is, if NRI is earning from UAE and he's also earning in India through some other ways,
Yes,
passive or active, whatever, that income is taxable or not,
that is
whatever is earned
absolutely
from
taxable.
India.
So, as a thumb rule for an NRI, any income which is earned in and accrued in India, that is taxable.
Okay.
Whatever you are earning from India, you have to pay taxes on India in India for
Okay.
that income. As simple as that.
There are a lot of benefits to being a non resident Indian. Like he said, mutual funds are not taxed. I happen to have fixed deposits back home in India. The interest that comes from fixed deposits for non resident Indians, non taxable.
I need to just add one thing that fixed deposits again are two types. One is through the NRO account and one is through the NRE account. So the fixed deposits done through the NRE account does not tax in India. But the interest on the NR fixed deposits done through NRO accounts, that is taxable in India.
So if
Can
I were
you
to put
can
it
can you
simply,
differentiate
yeah, I will
NRO
put it
and
simply, and then
yeah
if you want, you can
yeah
get it. So NRO account is like your normal Indian account,
hmm,
which is something where you don't want to send money to or use overall.
hmm.
That is just to make sure that if you had any money in India, you keep it.
Okay.
The NRE account is the account where you can send money which is repatriatable, right?
Hmm,
So you can
hmm.
also bring it back. It is a global money, let's say. It's not Indian earned income, it's UAE or Dubai earned income that you're sending, but you can also bring back, which is what is not taxable. The logic on it is very simple. The country wants its citizens to bring money from other countries and invest in India. That is the logic of this NRE account. That's all.
So there should be a separate bank account for that, or
Yeah. So
Yes,
as
yes.
to
okay,
they
okay,
come together, right?
okay,
Basically, NRO is just the savings account for the non-resident.
Yeah.
okay,
That's it. Because savings accounts are not permitted to be kept once you are an NRI, as per the
okay.
Indian laws.
So
That
that
is the illegal.
becomes an RO
Yeah,
account.
your
So,
old account
so
gets
you're
converted
yes,
to
you
an
have to
NRO.
convert to the NRO account.
So there is a treaty between UAE and India. That's the
Yes.
the
Double
taxation
taxation
treaty.
avoidance
What
agreement.
is the
Yes.
benefit other than like, of course, you are not being taxed in the UAE on anything, but the money you taken back to your home country, that's also not being taxed.
That is
We are
also not
clear.
taxed.
What are other benefits of
Like
that?
the was most important benefit, I said that you are not going to be taxed on the recently mutual funds, which is one important thing.
That's
Any
yeah.
capital gains which are arising apart from immovable property and capital gains on shares, those taxes are exempt. That is one important thing. Then there are certain other benefits for the professional fees being paid. If it is my business income here, then no TDS will be deducted back in India. TDS is again a kind of tax which is
Hmm.
deducted when I pay you some amount.
Right.
Hmm.
So that tax will also not be deducted in India if they are paying me in Dubai. So these are
Okay.
I'll be able to get benefit of these things because of the DTAA between the two countries, which is
Interesting.
double taxation avoidance
And
agreement.
this agreement is there with India has it with multiple countries. I
Almost 190 agreements
but
are
with
there.
UAE it happens to have the special relationship, right? There's a few a little
Because
more advantages.
there are no many other DTS double As do have certain privileges. It depends between how the two countries negotiated between themselves.
Correct.
Also, one
Interesting.
important thing which I need to tell here that most of the people who think that DT double A will automatically apply, it does not happen.
Hmm.
You need to have TRC from Dubai, which is Tax Residency Certificate. You have to obtain it from FTA, and then you have to submit it. Not just submit it, but you have to keep it with you ready whensoever the authority in India asks for it.
You need to obtain as an individual from FTA.
Yes, you need to
Okay.
obtain as an individual from FTA that
Okay.
you are the tax resident of Dubai.
And how can they obtain that?
You have to apply through the FTA portal,
Correct.
Okay.
and then only a person who has been living here for at least 180 days is eligible to apply
Right.
for TRC. And interestingly, for Indian taxes, you have to apply two TRCs
Hmm.
because of the difference of the financial years. Indian financial year is covering 2 calendar years of Dubai.
Hmm.
What is the calendar year of India?
Calendar year is simple, January to December. Financial year in India
Sorry,
is
financial year.
financial
Sorry.
year is April to March.
Hmm.
So for suppose for the latest year, they need to give TRC for 24 and also TRC for 25
Hmm.
to meet 24-25 obligations.
Right. Right. So, okay. This is from the individual perspective, and businesses have to follow their own. So,
Business
like
have to follow their own.
there's a separate rule for if you have a business income, how you can take
Correct.
back to the
But as an
country and
individual today,
yeah,
if I were to put it very
yeah.
bluntly,
Hmm.
if I have come here, I earn a basic amount of salary
Yeah.
and I'm able to save a good amount of it and eventually start investing, I also end up having tax benefits, and there are ways to get those tax benefits. So, overall, if you come here with discipline and if you're able to have the right mindset and have those set practices, you can be on the path to build wealth.
UAE provides the best opportunity to anyone who is coming here.
It is an ocean of opportunities. You
You
just
can
need to dive
save
in.
taxes, you can earn money. You just need to be disciplined. and you need to follow the rules and just keep repeating what you are doing.
100%. And I'll say this, a lot of people think Dubai is very expensive.
Hmm.
It doesn't need to be. It can be, but it doesn't need to be. If you're smart enough to find the right places and right offers here, you'll end up saving a lot of money.